Matthew Perry's ex has gone to tabloids saying that his death isn't adding up. Well, the only foul play here is you speaking up in the first place. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. We are still waiting for the full toxicology report, etc. But I'm going to warn you, I do not believe this story. I wanted to call out this story and I wanted to get mad at this story because I just get really angry at people coming out of the woodwork to attempt to throw in their 2 cents when they clearly don't even know the guy. And this ex of Matthew Perry's spoke to The Sun. I don't believe Matthew Perry just drowned in jacuzzi. I fear he suffered a relapse, says Friends star's ex-girlfriend. There she is, speaking to the tabloids. As we break this down, though, you're going to learn some things about it, okay? So Matthew Perry's ex, Kayti Edwards, Kate, that's a weird way to spell your name, Katie. Sorry, but it is. To anybody else who's spelling their names that way, I'm already just triggered by this woman. She's speaking out in the, just like, attention, I need attention. I spell Katie, Kayti. Anyway, she's speaking out following the tragic death of the Friends star. Edwards, a former model, and Julie Andrews' step-granddaughter. I mean, I feel like I'm in Spaceballs. Your nephew, royal roommate's brother's nephew. Anyway, Julie Andrews' step-granddaughter reportedly dated Perry back in 2006. So that's a while ago. That is, trying to do my math, 17 years? 4 to 10 to 20 to 3. Yeah, about 17 years ago. Literally, adults are, someone was born when you dated and is now an adult almost. And you think you're well equipped to speak on how well you know Matthew Perry. Come on, dude. Come on. And how long did you even date? Clearly not that long. They dated in 2006. Matthew Perry was known to be, into the ladies. He dated a lot of people, it seems. And he's allowed if he, all amicable. And, of course, one of these women has to come forward and say this. So now in a recent interview, she claims that the final photo Perry shared on Instagram, which shows him relaxing in the hot tub, could be a sign that he was not sober. Keywords here when you read these things. Could be a sign that he's not sober. What a mean and just, God, what a friend you are. Look, as I have the book here, I'm bringing it up because you should still read the book. I want to promote his book. It's shot to #1, as it should, because it's a really good book. And this dude struggled, man. This dude struggled like crazy. And honestly, he's lucky to have made it as long as he did, if we're being honest. And I think he knows it. And it's just tragic that we lost him in a hot tub after everything he'd been through. But this man was fighting back, right? This man was building new things to help others. That was what his goal was, not friends. His legacy was to help others. And he's now announced a foundation, the Matthew Perry Foundation, I believe, that they're building, which I'm so in support of. And it's such an amazing thing. And when you go through this book, you learn so much more about this guy over his life. And he's very candid about his past. So for Katy, I'm going to call her Katy, to come forward and allege, I don't think he was sober. No wonder you're his ex. No wonder you're his ex. I know Matthew, and I know that he wouldn't have just drowned. Well, do you know? Well, Katy knows, so therefore it must not be true. She told the UK Sun on Saturday, I think he might have taken pills in the week leading up to this. You just think so, huh? How sweet of you. How sweet of you. Person who TMZ reports was assistant found the actor submerged in a hot tub. He proved unresponsive. For responders, we know all this. Conclusive death still is deferred. No foul play is suspected. And again, while she thinks things don't add up, there is no foul play here. Now, look, the reality is, might he have slipped? I guess it's possible. We'll know that when the toxicology reports come in. But to just put that out there before even there's definitive proof of it, to just say you have no faith in this guy, is so gross of you, Katy. Katy, you're just a despicable, disgusting, ugly individual. Why do you have to say that out loud? Plenty of us are worried. Oh God, did he slip? Everything, obviously. But you got to be the one who betrays his trust, privacy, after his death to come forward to tell us what you think. I think he had pills. Dude, step out of here. No one, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that you're out here trying to disparage this guy's legacy and make these implications. Things aren't just adding up. She alleged, speaking of the actor's drugs, he was paranoid and would take them all, so there wasn't any evidence, and then go out for more. He's ready. Yeah, he talks about this in the book. That was 2006. That was 17 years ago. 17 years ago, you're speaking of experience of the man you say you know. She also said that his last Instagram post, which showed him in the hot tub with the caption referring to himself as Mat Man, was allegedly a tell that the late actor was using illicit substances. That Mat Man thing was not something he did when he was sober. Did you know when he was sober? Sounds like you know him when he wasn't sober. 2006, he wouldn't have been sober. Mat Man would come out when he was not sober, and he felt kind of invincible, claimed the outlet. I was around when he was getting high, although I was not getting high with him. Oh, you're such a good friend. I'm just there to watch him destroy himself and then take notes so I can tell the press later. Oh, Kayti, I wish we all had a friend like you. Of course she didn't do anything though. Yeah, right. He would say it maybe to be cool a little bit. And when I wanted to say maybe he should cool it a little bit with the DRUs, he would say, no, I'm Mat Man. He had a thing with water. So before I pivot to the next thing, she said, he talks about Mat Man. And I told you this in the book. If you go to the last chapter, the literal last chapter of this book is called Batman. Let me find it for you. And he talks about his sort of obsession with, can you read it? I don't know if it, too much light. There it is. Batman. When you go into this last chapter, he talks about, and the last words he writes in there, because he clearly had a thing for Batman. The Matt Reeves' Batman was like all over his Instagram also. Someday you too might be called upon to do something important. So be ready for it. And whatever happens, just think, what would Batman do? And do that. What would Batman do? The right thing. He would. So yeah, I think the Mat Man thing was something clearly in his sobriety is to Kayti. I just don't think you were as versed in his current to-dos as others. So I'm going to put you over there. He had a thing with water when he did drugs, alleging that he was once found naked and high in a neighbor's swimming pool. And he was always alone when he did it. So because he was naked and high in a swimming pool, he has a thing for water? This woman sucks. You are despicable. You are despicable that you came out of the woodwork to just disparage this guy and cause doubt so you could get a little press in the sun. Horrible. You're terrible, girl. I'm so offended by you that you think you are equipped to step forward and say, and it's like, even if you're right, let's assume, I hope you're wrong, but let's say he did slip. Like, why do you need to come and tell us all before the reports do? Why do you got to hamper his legacy more? Are you really that bitter of an ex? Just disgusting. There's no place for an ex to come forward and say, I think he was using. I don't know, but I think. You're just not helping at all, and it really pisses me off, and that's really why I wanted to talk about this, because I'm so sick of all these reports, because a lot of friends have come forward to say the opposite. He was 100% sober before his death, and that's not something you want to say if you know that the toxicology reports are going to say something else. But a lot of people have come forward in his defense. This was the last person who saw him live. They had an interview or meeting together or something. And so devastated by his death, but I felt it was in poor taste to talk about it publicly, as the attention should not be on me, rather him and his legacy. Extremely private person. I always respected that about our friendship, but indeed we were friends. I was one of the last people to speak to him, to see him before he passed. She told TMZ she met through mutual friends, that they were right before their date was not romantic. I happened to be the last person to be seen with him, but we were not really involved like that. In the interaction I had with him, he was extremely positive, sober, acting normal, spoke very well, did not give me any impression he was under the influence of any kind of anything. So I think people are speculating this was a relapse situation. I just want to defend him and say that it was not. Now, again, you could argue she's coming out for clout too. Obviously trying to get some clout. Clearly she likes attention. Yeah, I mean, look, better. At least you're coming out to his defense. I feel like all these people should just shut their mouths. But he was 100% sober when he passed away. I can't know what exactly he was thinking or feeling. Of course, he was his own person that maybe he had done or thought things that day that I might never come to know, but Not only is it hard to hear, someone I greatly admired passed away, but it's eerie to hear that somebody you just spoke to passed away. I mean, look, she's the last person. She made comment. Clearly, she's going to be asked about it forever. She gave the comment. It was positive. Co-creator Marta Kaufman, who also has been out there, a lot of these Friends directors and people have been revealing a lot, but said, yeah, that he was sober, really good place when she spoke to him 2 weeks before. Jim Burrows discussed his texts. I texted the girls the day we dozen of episodes discussed his texts. Why would he do that? But anyway, he didn't share them, I guess. I texted the girls the day we found out, referring to Jennifer. They were destroyed. It's a brother dying. Why do you... sorry, I should have read that part before. It's just no one's friggin' business, Jim Burrows. Jim Burrows, I've seen him at a taping. He is just one of the grumpiest guys in the industry. Has literally made some of the best TV ever. Is so specifically good at directing TV situational sitcoms. But he's such a prick. Yeah, he just is. And I guess it doesn't matter. He can be, because he's the guy you get when Friends goes live again, or Frasier comes back, Will and Grace, and all those must-see TV shows. Got to get Jim Burrows back, but doesn't make him any nicer. But yeah, of course, he's got to reveal all this stuff. Anyway, the point being, though, a lot of the people who actually were close to him throughout his entire life and near the end said, no, he was sober and he was doing really good job. So I tend to believe that over this weird Kayti person. What do you guys think? Obviously, when the real reports come out, we'll let you guys know. In the meanwhile, there is a foundation brewing. Very excited about that. As more information comes out, as that's officially there in public, we will make sure to let you guys know. So hopefully we can show Matthew Perry our support. It's still just tragic and surprising that we're here, that we've lost him. But if you're missing him, reading this book will be an eye-opener of a book. It'll make you sad, but also I think it'll inspire a lot of you. And it's so encouraging to see the good he was doing. So Kayti, let's do more good and less talking about crap of what you don't know. Okay, that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts, though? Before you comment, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, smash that like button, please. And leave a comment. I'm curious your thoughts. And stay tuned. We will be live later today. It is Tuesday here on Popcorn Planet, so I hope you'll see us then. Thank you guys so much for watching.